telling you, man, it went down there.
You're just seeing things. No way did something get past us and go down there. No way.
It did. I told you, it looked like a ninja. You know, all sneaky and swords and...
Look around you. There are no secret ninja assassins in Arkham City. That would be insane. We'd have seen them.
I saw it. It went down there. Look, you don't need to believe me, but when some freaky-deaky ninja cuts you up one night, don't say I didn't warn you, okay?
Welcome to part 9 of Arkham City. Batman is on the ninja's tail. It's only a matter of time before he catches up.
Oracle, I'm heading underground. Below the surface, Gotham's a maze of old steel and ironwork. My signal may get weak. Try and stay locked on.
Rerouting additional satellite coverage now. Good luck, Bruce.
The Batman costume for today is the Sinestro Incorporated Batsuit, complete with the Yellow Lantern Ring of Fear. As if Batman himself wasn't already terrifying, he needs a yellow ring? Well, at least it beats Scarecrow's fear toxins. Killer Croc. Now, he is in the game, but I don't know when exactly to trigger the events of him showing up. But he shows up around this area. The bad thing is you don't get to fight him in this game, which probably would have been the perfect opportunity for him to fight you, but no. He just appears and that's it.
Joker's got his crew moving through the sewers, hunting down what's left of Penguin's thugs.
Here's the second one of Riddler's death traps. You'll need freeze grenades for this one because you'll have hot vents that will go off and suffocate Batman slowly. Walking away is sometimes the best option. But scan the trophy first just in case you forget about it. The Line Launcher. Line Launcher works like it did in Arkham Asylum, except there's a new feature. You can switch your directions in mid-air, or mid-flight. If you want to do a 90-degree turn, a 75-degree turn, or even a 35-degree turn, you can do so. The only thing is you can't shoot backwards, so you can't shoot back to where you originally came from, unless you do a whole bunch of other line launcher shots.
The last of the Penguin's crews will hold out somewhere up ahead. Joker wants him found.
Do we kill him? Up to us. I say we kill him. Half of Penguin's crews were mercs. Never trust a merc.
Like I say, it's up to us. We'll see what happens when we catch him.
So for the previous couple of parts, I've been talking about the Batman lore in the comics and just overall DC facts. Let me talk about the Batman movies, actually. My opinions on all of the Batman movies I've seen so far. Yes, even the really shitty ones. Let's start with Batman and Robin. No, not that Batman and Robin. That comes later. I'm talking about this Batman and Robin. Oh boy. Oh god. The 1940s serials on Batman and Robin, they're not that good. It is very much a product of its time, and that time was, unfortunately, World War II, so expect a lot of disparaging remarks on the characters and the nationality of the said characters, and yeah. Okay, so starting with the 1940s Batman serials was probably not the best idea, but trust me, it's all uphill from here. So moving on to the 1960s, we got Adam West as Batman. Best Batman of all time. There's just this tongue-in-cheek humor about the 60s show and movie that we're definitely not going to get again because everything is super serious nowadays. But, you know, Batman is a parody, but you somehow believe that Batman and Robin would get themselves into these predicaments because of how ridiculously insane everything is. Like the shark scene. I love the shark scene from the 66 film, not only because it's just a giant blow-up doll that Bruce Wayne, aka Adam West, has to smack around, but the shark dies from falling into the ocean after getting sprayed by shark repellent, and then it just freaking explodes out of nowhere, because why not? Why does the shark explode? There's no explained reason as to why it would explode, it just does. I think one of the Jaws movies did that too, and it was freaking terrible in that one. No, not the original Jaws. It was like one of the offhand sequels. Oh, no, it was Jaws 4. Yeah, oh no. Fucking hate Jaws 4. May not be related to any Batman subject, but Michael Caine was in Jaws 4. That's how I'm gonna relate that into the subject. Oh wow, talking about Jaws 4 is having a physical impact on Bruce's health. Okay, let me shut up about that.
Did something
Just give me a minute. I'll be all right.
No, you won't. Hurry. You're running out of time.
What's in these things?
Alright, Batman's health is down to the wire, which is weird because there's no actual time limit on when Batman dies. You can go for as long as you want without, losing any more health until certain points. You can stay in this one spot for 2 hours and be fine, but if you move so far as 2 rooms, then, oh god, Batman's feeling the blood transfusion. Not good. But getting back on my subject with 60s Batman, I suggest you give it a watch. It's a fantastic time. Especially the scene where Batman just can't get rid of a bomb. There were a lot of big stars behind Batman. You got Adam West as the titular Batman, you got Burt Ward as Robin, and the legendary Cesar Romero as the Joker, and the list just goes on. My one criticism for the 60s show is that the fight scenes are terrible. That might have been done on purpose to avoid censors, but still, it's just, ew. The hit flashes along with the words popping up on screen, not good. Good for the opening credits, but for the overall show, no, they probably should have just not done that. So Adam West gets a generous 7 out of 10 from me.
Oracle. It looks like Joker is sending his crew down to steal weapons off the Tiger Guards.
That's not good. Those guys are armed with the latest military weapons. If Joker gets his hands on that stuff, well, you know.
He won't. I won't let him.
There's going to be another Predator section coming up, and this one will feature a new enemy type. Jammers. I hate freaking jammers.
Someone in this room is using a signal jammer. I'll need to neutralize him so that I can scan the room for targets.
Not a pretty little...
And there's a hostage. Looks like I'm gonna have to do double work then. So the thing with the jammers is you can use the REC to put them out of commission for a bit, but they'll fix the jammers up after about 30 seconds.
We're on a schedule here.
What are these things?
Military-grade interference generators. Best money can buy. These babies screw with all electronic equipment in their vicinity. Now stop yapping and get moving.
Man, she looks scared.
She's all alone down here with us. She should be scared. We're not nice people.
Oh God, please. I can't fix him. Please let me go.
Sorry, Doc. You're ours now. Just do me a favor.
The jammer guy goes down first. I always take the jammer guy out first just to avoid any mishaps. And I'm not sure if I mentioned this earlier, probably didn't, but this is the part of the game where the enemies will start to wise up and shoot at the gargoyles to get Batman down to ground level. Which is smart, but there are also grates on the floor and just many places to hide to keep you from getting spotted. What you want to do after you get the disruptor is immediately upgrade it so that you can jam the guns off these goons. Whenever you jam a person's weapon, they will turn from orange to blue in the detective mode, which is something that Nightwing's detective mode does not have for some reason. He does have the disruptor, he just doesn't have any way to tell who is who. You can upgrade the disruptor one more time in order to explode landmines. Non-lethally explode landmines. That no-killing code is about as flexible as a rubber band. But yes, you can actually blow people up with landmines in this game. It is absolutely glorious. Just don't expect a pile of blood and guts to splatter everywhere like it's Doom Eternal. Three guys in the room left and 2 of them are still armed. And there's still that hostage right there. I gotta keep her safe. Now the strange thing about the hostages in this game, or at least in the game's story, is you can walk up to them and they're considered safe. But really all they do is just hide in a corner that's really just kind of visible from where everything else is. Like right here. This goon is gonna walk right up to walk right up to Wilson here. She's gone, right? No, she's really just in the corner, crouched. That guy could have just easily grabbed her, but he doesn't. That's just one of the few things that makes me scratch my head about Arkham City, at least design-wise, because this game is still phenomenal, it's just... the AI is dumb. But then again, you don't want the AI to become too smart, otherwise you'll have Mortal Kombat 2, or any SNK game ever made.
Tell me what I want to know about Riddler, or get ready to eat through a straw.
This is all I know. Don't hurt me.
Of course not.
Yeah, don't tell Batman not to hurt you. He's still gonna hurt you.
Well, that's just great. Here I am on my deathbed, and you miserable fools can't even stop some idiot dressed up like a bat. I needed those guns. Now how am I going to... Oops.
Hang on.
Sorry, Bats. I nearly gave you away there.
Thank you.
What are you doing in Arkham City?
I'm in Arkham City? What the hell am I doing here? I was grabbed outside the hospital I intern at. They drugged me, and I woke up in a building, up there.
The person in charge here has been rounding up doctors to try to fix Joker. Looks like you were unlucky.
He's dying, right?
It seems that way.
Is it wrong not to feel bad about that? What now?
You need to stay here. Keep out of sight, and you'll be fine. I'll be back.
Even this doc can't save Joker. Or Batman. The cure lies with Ra's al Ghul.
Oracle, it's me. Joker's not stealing the weapons from Strange. Strange is giving Joker the weapons.
Are you sure? Of course you're sure. Why would he do that?
Maybe he's trying to control who runs the streets. I'm going to look into it.
Okay, but shouldn't you find Raish first?
I'm doing that now. This panel is protected using Tiger encryption.
Okay, Batman just cuts himself off in mid-sentence. Well, at least Oracle knows that he's got the job done. Or he's about to get the job done. The next segment will feature a new enemy for Melee. That will be the League of Assassins. Or ninjas. They work kind of similarly to a common criminal with a blade, but they're a bit trickier to dodge.
This world is doomed. Cities like Gotham will grow to resemble hell breaking through the sidewalk, continuing up into the sky. Structures will grow to blot out the sun, and the people who live in them will be choked by...
Batman's feeling what I'm feeling. Minus the coughing blood, obviously. Yes, I am kind of sick during the recording, but I'm recording anyway because why not? And also, I want to finish this main story. Oh, goddamn. Rated T for teen! I also want to finish the story mode before June ends. I've already delayed this game for long enough, I don't need to delay it any further. But I will be delaying the extra parts though, because side quests. And some of those side quests are kind of mediocre. Back kick to the face. Now, what I don't like about the League of Assassins enemies is literally just the same character models. They don't change them up, they all look the same. If we're going with a clone trooper uniformity vibe, then I guess that works, but every other criminal looks different, so why do the gals all have the same character model?
The tracker's signal continues beyond this door, but the door looks like it's been sealed for decades. The assassins must be using another way to get through. These must be the famous mechanical guardians of Wonder City. It looks like their inner workings were very advanced. I'm detecting a kind of memory tape they used, almost a primitive video. Perhaps I can scan and analyze it.
"19th century robots, or mechanical guardians. You just have to press and hold the scan button in order to get data."
Damn it! The data is incomplete. This is way ahead of the technology that should have been available back then. It looks like the data is stored in a shared memory pool. Maybe I can retrieve the information from the other Guardians down here.
Okay, so this part is admittedly padding because literally does every robot just instantly explode when Batman scans it? It must know I'm Batman. Oh crap, it's Batman! Everybody quick, self-destruct! Goddamn my coolness. Says Batman. And also, goddamn these ninjas. They're everywhere here. The ninjas will have two different strikes. You got the blue counters, which are just average strikes with the sword for some reason, and then you got the yellow blade dodge takedown counters. That last part sounded ineloquent, but yes, you got the yellow dodge, in which case you have to hold back and release. Well, not really release unless you're going for a blade dodge takedown, but you have to hold back and hold the triangle button. Not the square button. I almost said the square button. I'm not feeling too well tonight. Hopefully I get better tomorrow because allergies suck. And they're a pain in the ass. Oh yeah, they can dodge batarangs every time. And your back claw. Actually, I think they just dodge all of your projectiles, so you want to go for the close-up approach. Yes, the Hammer of Justice is indeed unisex. Now, getting back to my topic of earlier about the Batman movies, where did I last left off? I already forgot. Okay, 66. Good time. Watch 66. Now on to the 80s and 90s with the Tim Burton movies. I love Batman. I mean, everybody loves Batman. Is there really anything bad to say about Batman 1989 than some of the visuals don't hold up like they used to, if at all? Batman 1989 is one of the best superhero movies of all time. It's not my favorite, but it is close. I would say it's number 2 on my favorite Batman movies of all time list. Where do I begin with Batman? Well, let's start with the bat suit. It's freaking amazing, and despite it being very clunky and it was an overall pain in the ass for Michael Keaton to move in, it had this coolness factor to it. I think most of that has to do with Michael Keaton just fitting the costume really well. Even when he smiles, he's Batman, and not a goofball playing as Batman. And speaking of goofballs, Jack Nicholson as Joker. Perfect casting right there. And honestly, I wasn't born in 1989, but if I was around back then and I saw Jack Nicholson casted as Joker, I would have been like, that's genius right there. Joker's wacky, he's menacing, he brings a whole lot of dark comedy to the movie, which the movie itself was already kind of a dark comedy, or at least nowadays it is, but having Joker in it is just the cherry on top of the sundae.
The assembled surveillance footage shows me where the assassin went. She must have been using a secret entrance. I need to find it.
Ah, now I know where you went. Now you're not going to get away for too much longer. Anyway, the third character of the movie, Batman 1989 that is, Kim Basinger as Vicky Vale. Honestly, the weakest character of the movie, but I still like Vicky Vale, which is saying a lot actually. It's not Kim Basinger giving a bad performance, it's just that Vicky Vale is not really that interesting of a character. And also the love angle with Bruce Wayne is also not really that interesting neither. I don't know, it just comes off as kind of vanilla. The most vanilla part of the movie. But I will give this one scene with Vicky Vale and Bruce Wayne credit. They're eating dinner in this really empty ass room with a long table. And they're at opposite ends of the table. And Vicky Vale is like, "Do you like eating in here?" And Bruce Wayne is like, "Oh yeah." You know, honestly, I don't think I've ever been in this room before. Like, that managed to get a chuckle out of me. Not only because Michael Keaton's got comedic talent, but also Michael Keaton's performance. He just looks around the room and he's like thinking to himself, "Oh shit, maybe I haven't been in this room before." And then him telling that to Vicky Vale makes her laugh, and he's just genuinely confused, like he wasn't even trying to joke. It's just tiny charming moments that make the original Batman movie so excellent. There's also the supporting cast too. You got Billy D. Williams as Harvey Dent, who he's barely in the movie. Honestly, I forgot that he was in the movie. Kind of like how Bruce forgot about that room. There was also Pat Hingo as Commissioner Gordon and Porkins as Eckhart. No, I'm kidding. It's William Hookins as Eckhart. They do a good job in portraying the characters. Though admittedly, Jim Gordon is probably the least interesting in Batman 89, but that's only because he has very limited screen time. He's only in, what, three scenes and that's it? It's not a fault on the actor himself, it's just very limited screen time. But because no movie is perfect, I do have some gripes with 1989 Batman. For one thing, some of the visuals don't hold up quite as well. I mean, the miniatures are freaking gorgeous, but there's the occasional dummy shot that's kind of iffy. Oh, blood transfusion again and the bad burrito I had on Thursday. This sucks.
You can hear me, can't you? You need to step into the light. Your father and I are waiting. We missed you so much. You have to do it. We need you to do it, Bruce.
Bruce! Bruce! Can you hear me? Your vitals, they're dropping. It's like they're in free fall. You need to find whatever you're looking for now.
How long have I got?
Oh, thank God. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. At this rate, I'd say minutes. Seriously, Bruce, you need to tell me what you want me to do. What do I get Robin to do? You know, if you don't...
I'll make it.
Call me crazy, but the Waynes in that cutscene just popped out of existence. They weren't supposed to do that in the original. They just kind of faded off into the light. But in this version, I'm playing the PS4 version, by the way, they just kind of cut out. I don't know what that was about.
You should have listened to my warning. There are no friends to save you down here. Stop!
Hello, Talia.
How did you find us?
I recognized your personal guard. It was just a matter of following her.
Please, mistress, he tricked me. Leave. I will deal with you later.
You didn't need to get yourself arrested to see me, Bruce. After that night we spent in Metropolis. You could have just called.
I'm not here for you. Where's Raish? If he's dead again, I need you to wake him up.
Only a true successor may stand before the great Raish Al Ghul. My father always intended us to be together, to command his army. Just imagine it. You, me, a better world.
Your face! What happened?
I'm here to take my place at your side.
You wish to become an assassin. Why should I trust this change of heart?
You saw my face. Does it look like I have a choice?
Are you prepared to take the demon trials? You must show you are willing to take a life to save the world.
I'm ready.
Then let the trials commence.
No, let the trials wait for another day because I gotta end the video. I'll see you in part 10.